Hey everybody!
Hey.
Welcome to our channel. Thank you for joining us for another video. And today we are going to be talking about eyeshadow looks. And we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Iconics. We have two different palettes here. Hers is more warm tone and mine's going to be more neutral toned. And we're going to just show you some simple, easy steps to do in any kind of palette that you can use with whether you're using one of these or a different palette that you have, and the simple steps to follow.
Exactly, and we limited ourselves to 3 shades.
Yes.
That's it.
So if you like our looks, keep watching. Make sure you like, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel, and continue watching.
So Anna, I'm so excited about this because we've gotten so many questions about, like, especially Anna has, about how to do like an everyday look. How do you know where to start? Especially sometimes we look at these, palettes and we're just like, oh my God. And the bigger, the more, like, I don't know where to
Overwhelmed.
start. Yeah. So Anna, why don't you walk us through a basic look, why we do what we do?
Yeah.
And why we're using these.
These palettes, these are the Wet n Wild Color Iconic palettes. These are awesome. They are like $5. So you get tons of shades in here. And what's really great is they already come with little information on the back. It shows you like what color is what, where you should put these. So if you're really just starting out with eyeshadow, I love recommending these to people because one, they're not that expensive. So if you do mess up or if you don't like them or kind of like that, you're not going to be wasting your money. And also they come in so many different shades. They have fun colors. We have the two more neutral color shades. I have more of a cool tone palette. She has more of a warm tone palette. So these can go with any skin tone. They're super easy. Even on the back here, they have a day look and a night look. So you can vamp up the looks based on a few different shades. And so we're going to just be talking about this palette, these palettes here. Both have like a light shade that goes on your lid. They have transition shades, shimmer shades, so tons of options for that.
Yes, I'm super excited because, like she said, it literally says transition shades, the ones that go in the crease. So Anna, why don't you walk us through what is our first step?
All right, so our first step is always going to be finding a skin tone color, so the closest thing that matches your skin tone. For me and this palette, I'm going to take this light shade here, and then Deborah might actually have to use mine.
Yes, so I don't have one, but if you were a darker skin tone, this palette does have this one. So one thing I do want to note, when you go to put the first primer color on, you definitely want to use a matte. You don't want to use a shimmer.
Right.
Anna, why wouldn't you want to use a shimmer?
So the shimmer is basically what we're doing. We're setting it and we're prepping the foundation of the eye look. So you're going to be using a matte shade that is just to help you blend the shade. So if you have a shimmer or something with texture, it's going to help, or it's going to be a little harder to blend these shades together. And what we're doing is we're trying to make a smooth base for all of the other shades to kind of just buff into each other.
All right, so I'm going to just take a little bit of yours. And so we're both just using a blending brush. So now that we've gotten our base, it's just literally after the concealer, some of us who have these little, strong prominent creases, what happens if we just leave the concealer on, then the product, it doesn't blend smoothly. Right. So that is why we need that powder to kind of set the cream so that then it blends smoothly, like Anna said. So I'm going to go in my palette with the top transition color with the same blendable brush. And Anna brought these paper towels that we just used just to wipe off any of the other color.
Yep. And I'm going to be going with the top shade as well, buffing it in almost everywhere, not really on the lid, but on the inner and outer crease.
So now I'm going to actually go in with this beautiful color there, and I'm going to add some depth. I just love doing that. I feel like it just brings some life into my eyes. So I already did my transition color here, and now I'm taking a more packing brush and going to focus on the outer corner.
And I'm going to be doing something very similar. I'm going to be taking my next shade, which is this burgundy shade here. It is more of a cool tone shade. And I'm going to be putting it on the outer corner and building it just a little bit into the crease.
So even though Anna and I both have just used our transition color and what appears to be a similar color for the outer corner in our palettes, look how different our eyes look just by choosing. She has a more cool tone neutral palette and I have a more warm neutral palette. So just that difference can change an eye look drastically. You know, I was talking to somebody about how baking for them relaxes them. I was like, you know, baking, I had to make some pumpkin pies and it stressed me out. And I used the wrong crust. I used graham cracker crust instead of actual pie crust. Then I thought I had so much leftover product or, you know, stuff to pour into like the pie actual filling. And that I was trying to like keep adding when really the recipe just had extra. And so I didn't know it had extra and I was like freaking out, and then I was almost overflowing the pies. It was like stressing me out. And I said, you know what relaxes me? Makeup.
Yeah.
That's what relaxes me, because like you could just do this and it's just like, you get me. All right, so we both have our transition colors. I probably need to blend a little bit more my outer corner, but the last thing I'm going to do, we're just going to do like one more thing, right?
Right, yeah.
These are simple looks. This is simple daytime looks. I'm going to go for this goldish yellow. I can't take my eyes off of it. So if I can't take my eyes off of it, that means it's destiny. I have to use it.
Yeah, and we're doing these looks based off of, you know, what we would wear every day. But there's definitely ways you can interpret it differently for your personal preference. Maybe just putting some color in the outer corner is your everyday look, and that's totally great. We're just trying to help with those everyday little oomps, you know?
Yeah, taking it to the next level. You have 20 minutes to get ready in the morning.
Right.
How can you do it quickly? You literally can do this look.
And it's effortless.
Yeah, it's effortless.
And I'm going to be taking this shade right here. It is really blinding. You can't even tell the color here in the camera. But it's this one right here. And so I'm going to be taking that and just kind of packing it on with my fingertip into the inner and kind of blending it to the middle of my lid.
Like, look at that yellow. Like, just on the finger itself. Like, the warmth of your finger when you're doing the shimmers actually helps it. The warmth of your finger.
The blending.
Yeah, the blending, actually applying. So if you were to try to take like a more dense brush, which is good and you can use it, but your fingers, the warmth that it provides actually helps it come off and blend even better and more pigmented too. So it's a stronger color.
So even though these are $5 palettes, they can come off more luxurious. Like, you're never going to tell you're wearing $5 eyeshadow.
So here they are with the glitter. You see how it adds, or shimmer, it adds just a little bit of oomph, but you could really take, you know, if someone is more into a pink, you could take the pink instead of the yellow that I did. And just like that for Anna's palette too. So now we're going to add some eyeliner and some mascara, and you'll see our final looks in a moment.
All right.
So this is our final looks. You can see they're simple, but they take your look to the next level. Instead of just walking out of your house without any eyeshadow,
right.
Go grab you one of these $5 Wet n Wild palettes. Follow one of these tutorials on the back. Follow one of our tutorials. And just take your look to the next level. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out our other videos. Go ahead and binge watch them. And we love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.